Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us for this segment, we have Jake Rapaport, Head of Digital Asset Index Research at Nasdaq, with an exciting launch to tell us about. Jake, it is great to see you. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Thanks so much for having me.
Tell me a bit about why Nasdaq decided to launch the Advisor Academy on digital assets.
Yeah, absolutely. So as you know, Jill, blockchain and crypto is all about openness and inclusivity. We really wanted our program to reflect that at its core, which is why we're offering the entire program free of charge for anyone who works in finance. Nasdaq really believes it's important for both practitioners and those just starting to dip their toes in the water to have access to comprehensive and authoritative information. And listen, as a blockchain researcher myself, I'm all too familiar with what passes for educational materials in the space. You know, those looking to learn more about blockchain broadly, or perhaps beef up in a particular content area, they need to comb through blogs and a real large patchwork of digital content as they attempt to piece things together. Inaccuracy, incompleteness, and commercially driven biases are some of the issues that are not uncommon. Now, Nasdaq's answer to all of this was to develop our own educational platform, particularly one that would be useful to the financial advisor community. To do so, we worked hand in hand with our longtime partner Hashdex in order to jointly develop a curriculum that we thought would be genuinely positive and move the space forward in a substantial way. For those who may not know, Hashdex is a leading global crypto native asset manager who developed the world's first crypto ETF. Their flagship fund, the Hashdex Nasdaq Crypto ETF, tracks the Nasdaq Crypto Index, which is an index we've designed to provide institutional grade exposure to a diverse and representative list of prominent digital assets.
And Jake, who else is involved with the Advisor Academy?
So Hashdex is, of course, heavily involved, and as such, they will be teaching a module covering decentralized finance. We've been super fortunate, actually. Several other Nasdaq partners have been very eager to get involved as well. So Masari is one of our trusted research partners. They'll be providing instruction surrounding crypto portfolio construction. And in addition, one of NCI's newly added core custodians, Anchorage Digital, will be teaching a module around custody and security.
How would you describe the overall structure and the curriculum?
Yeah, good question. So the program provides a pretty comprehensive overview of the digital asset landscape. That includes technologies, participants, institutions, regulations, and strategies that are critical to support an advisor's participation in the asset class. The program contains 12 roughly 1 hour educational videos along with some Q&A and other resources. The majority of the lectures are guided by Dr. Keith Black. Keith's the managing director and program director at the FTP Institute. He has significant experience on both the academic and implementation side. In terms of timing, the program launched in early March, and we're now streaming the first 4 lessons. Now, the curriculum itself is very exciting. It's been divided into 3 primary sessions. So the first provides an overview of blockchain technology, actually includes a deep dive on both Ethereum and Bitcoin. The second session covers many of the technologies that have developed over the last several years, including, of course, some of the hottest topics in the space. For example, layer 2 scaling tech, DeFi, and tokenization, NFTs, and the metaverse as well. In addition, yesterday, I actually recorded a lesson on crypto economics and the fundamental analysis of digital assets. My colleague from Nasdaq Dorsey Wright, Ian Saunders, joined me. He provided instruction on technical analysis with an emphasis on digital assets. We certainly had fun with it. Very excited to watch it when it does go live initially. This is March 22nd at noon Eastern. And the last session really tries to bring everything together so that finance professionals can integrate the knowledge, techniques, and recommendations into their practices. The last session does include a pretty deep dive on portfolio construction, as well as on US taxation and regulation. And as I mentioned, we also cover wallets, asset custody, and security in a very in-depth and accessible way. The last session will air on April 8th.
Those are pretty incredible topics for today's environment. Congratulations on the launch, Jake. Finally, how can people sign up for this?
I'm glad you asked. Finance professionals can sign up at riachannel.com/NASDAQ.
All right, Jake, appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.
Thank you.